Hi. Thank you. I'm just going to start off with it's a poem. This year, next month marks the 3-year anniversary of a very brutal murder of a friend of mine, and I'm from South Africa, and you know, people die, people get murdered. I understand that. The thing that made this particular experience really hard to deal with was that he was a pretty famous actor, and he became this commodity in the space of a week, where he was just like frontline pages. And that particular point in time, they'd arrived on the scene where he was basically murdered, and there were pictures of his dead body like on every single pole that you would pass in this city. And it was a really difficult time because we were actually doing a show together, and I'd seen him literally 12 hours before, and then all of a sudden he was just this statistic. And so I've been dreaming about him lately, and I think I want to say this for him. I wish I could hang this grief up on the washing line, paint skyscrapers with it and let each grief tick tell grief time. I'd tattoo this grief to my face and behind my right ankle, and I'd polish this grief so bright I'd make it shine like a grief bangle. This grief is in the finger oil that strokes your face on the magazine page. It is in the ink of every letter that printed your name in rage. It's been 3 years and this grief still slices like a knife, and this grief still screams like the bullet that ended your life. This grief makes me frightened of going out at night, of drug-riddled monsters looking for a fight. This grief hides in the corners of the boots of hijacked cars, and it lays on the sides of freeways and in the moist mouths of gangsters behind bars. And this grief wriggles in and out of all the unanswered questions, a movie montage of violence and tabloid suggestions. And this grief can't seem to paste all the fragments together, a beautiful golden boy and the secret rituals of gangsters. And this grief net tries to capture all the different theories, but the harder I try to shake it, the less this grief will tell me. So this grief starts to get so fucking angry over the lives lost over 2 cars, a credit card and some nose candy. And this grief wailed in shame as your tender naked body in black socks was smeared across front pages to make money and to give us all a good fucking shock. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 flash, gore. You became a statistic, and my faith became no more. But this grief could rant and rave into the depths of the darkest night. But for all of us who knew you, we know that wouldn't be right. So I dance with this grief daily to the groovy tunes of laughing dreams, and I bathe this grief daily with the joy and the memory of silly scenes, and I rock this grief gently with hugs and kisses that are yours, and I whisper to this grief that you are safe and that the thunder and lightning will hurt you no more. Right, this one's Mandy. I'm going to need a little bit of help with this if you'd like to participate. I just need just a little bit of a beat. I'll start it off. It's entitled Rejection's an Aphrodisiac. I want you to stay and all you do is go. I want you to play and all you do is say no. I'm naked on my knees and I'm desperate to please, and yet you turn your back on me, and I can't seem to see that you don't want me. Don't want me. Rejections, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac. Rejections, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac. The less you give to me means the more I need. The silence that you breathe is a cause for me to plead. Yet your sex appeal is real and it's all part of the deal. Yet I can't seem to see, cause it just cannot be that you don't want me. Don't want me. Rejections, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac. Rejections, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac. You're a constant goodbyes on my sexual high. And even when you're cold, all I want to do is hold you, and we tumble and fight, break each other's hearts and bite. And yet I can't seem to see, cause it just cannot be that you don't want me. Don't want me. rejection, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, rejection, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac. Oh no, in my mind is a resounding yes. And even when I cry, I can't believe I've been blessed by you and all your twisted attention. So reject me one more time so I can feed my addiction. Rejection, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, rejection, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, an aphrodisiac, rejection, an aphrodisiac, an Alright, one last one. This one's for Megan. This one's entitled... okay, so I'm South African. So, where I come from, the C word is actually... we've got a word, it's called puss. Right, so basically it's really the hardcore way to call somebody something, you know. So, this one's entitled Homage to Britney Spears. Oops, who's the puss again? You made me believe we were more than just friends. You tantalized me with words of forever, and now I see you in the corner with another lover, and my rage starts to boil like a poison gone toxic when it gradually dawns on me that I'm just another statistic, a carcass on your road to Sodom and Gomorrah, making me wonder why you ever even bothered. You were lavish with your helpings of bitter lemon love. Your margarita makeouts were sweet amongst the shoves. Your deep, salty kisses left me dry, cracked and bleeding, parched, thirsty, desperate for another beating of your love club over my dumbass head, gladly handing you my heart when God knows I should have just fucking fled. I'm different, you see. I'm the one that can make you love me. Please, will someone help this sorry-ass sister before this arsehole's notion of love causes her to blister? But then I see the pity reflected in his friend's eyes as they shame and ask me if I'm surprised, and then I get pissed at the cliche that I've become, and all my witty rhetoric starts to seem so dumb, so I delicately tuck away my obsessive Ophelia and unleash my dragon, my personal warmonger. I roar in your face as I dust off my dignity, pick up my self-respect and kick my insanity in its balls and watch it whimper off into the distance, because I can make this journey on my own without your assistance, because there's no need to kick this bitch twice to get her to stop begging, because the end of you, my friend, signals a brand new beginning of an existence without a flashing puss sign on my head. So walk away, you son of a bitch, because the love here for you is dead.